Hello, welcome back to Zekism Wrestling. Hulk Hogan unfortunately has surprisingly passed away. It sort of came as a bolt out of the blue earlier today. I understand he's been having health problems the last few years, and certainly, for anyone who's seen him on TV or at a live event would probably be a bigger expert on it than I would. But I think it is a sad day for someone so huge within the industry, and I think that's important to remember because regardless of how you feel about him, you can't deny his legacy, his impact on the industry, the grandiose figure that he was, larger than life, all those sort of common adjective descriptions to describe him. He was that. For me personally, I wasn't the biggest Hulk Hogan fan, but peak Hulk Hogan for me, or in terms of watching his content, was obviously the late 90s WCW stuff, NWO. I think that was when he was at his most entertaining for me, but each to their own. I'm sure there's fans of his 1980s work, and maybe even some of his latter work in TNA and so forth. But for me, I think it was definitely his NWO stuff that I'll remember the most fondly. I think, we'll read the article here just for lip service more so. But yes, US wrestling legend Hulk Hogan has died, age 71. Hulk Hogan, one of America's best-known wrestling stars, has died at the age of 71. The star, born Terry Jean Bollea, and known for his flowing blonde hair and iconic handlebar mustache, died at his home in Florida on Thursday. Hogan began his wrestling career in 1977, but shot to fame after signing for the World Wrestling Federation, as it was known before it became World Wrestling Entertainment in 1983. I think they mean he signed for WWF in 1983, and then it rebranded WWE in 2002. He was one of the most prominent characters as the popularity of wrestling exploded, and later well known for his reality show Hogan Knows Best, which aired on VH1 between 2005 and 2000. Is he really well known for that? I'm not sure he is. Hogan's manager, Chris Volo, said the wrestler died. He suffered a cardiac arrest at his home in Clearwater, Florida, and died surrounded by his family. Well, that's something. At least they were there with him, and that's a comfort. I don't really want to get into this, not because I disagree with his politics or anything. I just don't think it's relevant. I think I maybe more judge the BBC for putting it in there. But yes, he was a supporter of the president. And he's given a quote. I'm not going to read it. It's not important. It really isn't. I don't want to stir anything up. The WWE star had neck surgery in May and heart surgery in June. I think he's had a couple of heart surgeries from what I was reading earlier. In a post on Instagram, his family wrote that they had lost a legend. May we all take solace in the wonderful memories he left behind for the millions of fans worldwide, whose lives he touched for more than 4 decades, they wrote. He will be missed, never forgotten. Police officials said on Thursday that emergency services responded to a medical call at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, where they found Hogan experiencing a serious medical issue. He was taken to hospital, where he died at 11:17. There will be an investigation, they said, but there is no suspicious activity involved in his death. In a statement, WWE said it was saddened to learn WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan has passed away. One of pop culture's most recognizable figures, Hogan helped WWE achieve global recognition in the 1980s. WWE extends its condolences to Hogan's family, friends and fans. Hogan's larger-than-life personality and talent in the ring helped make professional wrestling more accessible to the mainstream public. He won 6 WWE championships, headlined WrestleManias, and WWE's signature event 8 times. He was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2005. Hogan's opponents included Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Macho Man Randy Savage, and Andre the Giant, among a litany of others. Wrestling legend Ric Flair gets a shower here. He was absolutely shocked to hear about Hogan's death. An incredible athlete, talent, friend and father. He said in a post on X, "Our friendship has meant the world to me. He was always there for me, even when I didn't ask him to be." Fellow legend in the ring, The Undertaker, also paid tribute. The wrestling world has lost a true legend. His contributions to our business are immeasurable, and for that I am appreciative. That's not the most personal tribute that Undertaker left there. Sorry, apologies, but it didn't. I don't think they got on. But Undertaker's right. You can't deny his impact on the business whatsoever. Why is there a quote for that? And again, I'm not going to shout out any political figures because I don't see the point. Carlos Silva, president of wrestling brand TNA, said Hogan's name was synonymous with professional wrestling, transcending the industry to become an American pop culture fixture. Born in the US state of Georgia in 1953, Hogan was one of the most famous names in professional wrestling history. His Hulk nickname came from comparisons to the comic book hero portrayed on TV at the time, while Hogan was the invention and promoter Vince McMahon, who was keen for Irish representation in the WWE. Is that true? I've never heard that before. He first competed at WWF in 1979, but became a mainstay and fan favourite in the mid-80s alongside Andre the Giant and Rowdy Roddy Piper. Hogan headlined the first WrestleMania in New York in 1985, where he and Mr. T defeated Piper and Paul Orndorff. In the ring, Hogan's character was an all-American hero, and his magnetic personality helped attract millions of viewers and turn wrestling into a revenue juggernaut. He really did. There's no, anyone who's denying his impact on the business is just not paying attention. His brand of Hulkamania transferred to the small and big screens with roles in films like Rocky III, No Holds Barred, Suburban Commando, Mr. Nanny, Santa with Muscles, and a 1996 episode of Baywatch. Don't forget, by the way, Gremlins 2, The New Batch, where he plays an amazing cameo as himself. Rocky actor Sylvester Stallone. That Hogan was absolutely wonderful, and his amazing skill made Rocky 3 incredibly special. Hogan also appeared, there you go, in the A-Team, Gremlins 2, The New Batch, Spy Hard, and Muppets from Space, and lent his voice to episodes of Robot Chicken and American Dad. In 1985, Hogan became the star of his own cartoon series on CBS, Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling. Hogan was first inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2005, but he was removed from the Hall in 2015 when his WWE contract was terminated after a tape emerged of him making a slur. 3 years earlier, Gorka posted a video. It's not worth going into that at the moment, is it? Really? They reinstated him. Yes. I've gone to BBC Liberty just to try and find not an anti-Hogan, but like they clearly weren't liking his politics and stuff. But it's interesting to see how they're covering this, because I was just think, just don't be crass when it comes to someone passing away, regardless of what you think about them. He's not a horrible dictator, is he? Hogan was booed by the crowd at his most recent WWE appearance in January, where he appeared on the company's flagship Monday Night Raw program to promote his beer brand. He had suffered several health problems in later years, many stemming from the decades he spent in the ring. I've had 25 surgeries in the past 10 years, he said in an interview with YouTuber and wrestler Logan Paul last year. 10 back surgeries, both knees, both hips replaced, shoulders, everything. Hogan was married 3 times, had 2 children with his first wife Linda. Pain Tribute Kane described Hogan as a true legend in a post. Another former wrestling giant, Jake the Snake. It's hard to put into words what Terry, Hulk Hogan, Bollea meant to professional wrestling entertainment. He may be gone, but his memory and legacy will live forever. R.I.P. Hulkster. Yeah, so I think I concur with those sentiments there from Jake the Snake Roberts. A man has passed away. It's important to remember that he was a father. He was he has a family. He has friends. He has people who cared about him, and fans across the world, of course, as well. And so I think, like I said, the BBC article there, I not cherry-picked deliberately, but picked it because I was like, it'd be interesting to see how they're writing out. But for me, I think I wasn't the biggest Hulk Hogan fan, like I already said. But you have to respect the legacy you do. And so, like I said, a man's passed away, regardless of how you feel about him. You have to sort of send your condolences and be respectful. Be respectful. But you should always be respectful. But there you go. That's what we live in. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. Rest in peace. If you like what the content we do on this channel, then please leave a like and subscribe. If a comment in the comment section below as well. And I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.